Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday, TGIF. How you doing, Stampers? Welcome to Stampin' Friday Facebook. Facebook Friday? It's a little too early to figure out which way to say it. Anyway, how you all doing today? So, sorry about that. Gotta have another sip of my coffee, I guess. Drop in, tell me where you're from, say hi. Got a few things going on today. Got the free giveaway from the comments from from Stampin' Sunday, and that's the, hi Kathleen, giving away Simply Chamois. That's from the comments on Sunday's Facebook Live. I have a special giveaway for comments today, so you'll learn more about that later. Right now, let's get stamping. Okay, so what I want to show you today is the My Paper Pumpkin for the month, which is June, but with a couple of little twists to it. What did I do with my paper? It's probably on the back of it. There it is. Yay. Okay, so here's the My Paper Pumpkin. Let me just make sure I got that the right way. There we go. Hi, Winann. Okay, so this is... Sorry, I was out late, not late, but went out and played trivia last night up at Eagle's Nest near us. It was fun. I had a great time. I'm going back next Thursday night. Okay, so this is the My Paper Pumpkin for June. And it coordinates, as I said, with, in the catalog, the suite, hopefully you can see that, Broadway Bound. Okay, let me just... Okay, so it's pretty cool because Stampin' Up! Had the My Paper Pumpkin, June My Paper Pumpkin, and we have this suite in the catalog, and it coordinates. So the Broadway Bound has great cardstock, designer series paper rather. Told you it's early. And this paper is, you can see it, I guess. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So let me show you what I came up with for some samples, and then we'll get to some stamping, okay? If you want to order My Paper Pumpkin, it's a monthly kit that comes to your house. You can go to mypaperpumpkin.com, put me in as your demonstrator. If you don't have a demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator. Anyway, so you go there and you can order the monthly kit. You can pick and choose 1 or 2 or 3, and if you don't want 1 month, you can change it and skip over it. Or you can go to Stampersdelight.com. Hi, Sandy. Stampersdelight.com is my domain. So if you remember that, you can get to my online store, my email, my phone number. Okay, but you can go to Stampersdelight.com and it'll get you to my online store to order the My Paper Pumpkin. So I'm going to leave this here for a minute. Okay. Now this is the kit. A lot of times what I do is I always make at least 1 or 2 of the projects that they show. Okay, good morning, Lisa. You're brewing your coffee? Yeah, I'm on my 2nd cup. This might be a 3-cup morning. So here again are the samples that they show. Sometimes I don't need as many cards as they give you, whether it's 8 or 10 cards. So this is the first sample, which of course I took from the My Paper Pumpkin kit. Oh, and by the way, it also has a video. They've come out with a video, so if you don't want to read the instructions, you can just watch the video. So this is the one sample that they had. And if you watch Sundays, I opened up, was it Sundays or last week, I opened up the all the goodies that you got in there. Okay, you get the little ink spot and lovely lipstick. You get the, and I'll show you more of that, but you get the card stock, the bases, everything you need to make these cards, okay? From Massachusetts, all right. Yes, tell me where you're from. We had New Zealand on here the other day. I don't know what time it is in New Zealand now. So this is the other card. Now again, these are the ones that they show right on the My Paper Pumpkin, okay? So I wanted to do 1 of each of those so that you could see, because you get all of this, all of the embellishments that you see here. The little, actually I still have it. My kit is like really messy now, I don't even know. Yeah, see, because I've used it. So, you know, you get the ink, the little ink spot. You get some pearls. You get the hooray. I mean, you get all this stuff. Plus, one thing I want to show you is this had enough for 8 cards, but you still have plenty of leftovers to make more than you need. Okay, so those are the 2 samples from the actual My Paper Pumpkin kit. Let me show you the alternatives I did. Okay, that one and that one. So here's some alternatives, because maybe I didn't want the same thing. Okay, so here's an alternative. Again, this is just using what comes in the kit. Oh yes, and the matching envelopes. Have to show you those, right? Okay, so here's alternatives that I did. Now again, I didn't stamp on the inside of these yet because I'm not sure what saying I want to use. But that's an alternative right there. Nice little strawberry cake. Here's another alternative. Now this one, I used the candle embellishments from the Broadway Bound suite, which is in the catalog. Let me bring that in so you can see it. These are actually 3D. I mean, they're little embellishments. They're not paper. And the nice thing is, thank you for sharing it, Anne. You're gonna, if you leave a comment or share, you're gonna be in for the next drawing. And actually, if you leave a comment and you also share, your name gets put in twice, by the way. So again, this card is an alternative card, or an alternate card, but it's using the candle embellishments found on page 69. So it's something a little bit different. Let's see. So those are the 2 alternate cards. Now let me show you a couple of cards that I did using both the My Paper Pumpkin kit and some of the designer series paper and some of the embellishments from page 68 and 69 of Broadway Bound Suite. So here's another one. Let me bring that out so you can see it. So we've got the designer series paper, and we've got the little cake from the kit, and then of course the sayings. And let me see, where do I have the sayings. I'll show you what I did with those in a minute. Okay, and then I just punched out a circle with our 2 1/4 punch circle. Put the cake on that. Now let me bring this in. This is what I was talking about. In the kit you get candles, but they're paper or cardstock, and they're self-adhesive too, same as the candle embellishments. Okay, so I used the card base from My Paper Pumpkin. I used the DSP from Broadway Suite. This is from Broadway Bound Suite. The sayings are, but the base and the cake and the candles are from the My Paper Pumpkin. Okay, so you can intertwine those. That's what I love about it. Oh, what the heck, I'm going to tell you right now, the giveaway, leaving comments today, the giveaway for Sunday is a My Paper Pumpkin kit. This one, I bought an extra one to give away. So leave your comments, whether you're watching live now or you're watching this later, leave your comments and share it. And you're going to get, or somebody's going to get, a lucky winner is going to get a My Paper Pumpkin kit. The June My Paper Pumpkin kit, which goes with Broadway Bound Suite. Here's another one, another alternative card. Again, it's the base to My Paper Pumpkin. Some black cardstock I added. This is designer series paper. See that nice gold from the Broadway Bound Suite, the designer series paper. The sentiment or the saying wish is from the Broadway Bound or Broadway Birthday. And then this cutout is from My Paper Pumpkin. Okay? It's not easy to say this early in the morning. Trust me. Okay? So that's another one. Here's a third one. And this is lovely lipstick. A lot of lovely lipstick in Granny Apple Green. Again, we have both. We have the Broadway Bound DSP. We got the saying. We got some ribbon. This is the new in color ribbon. Look how nice that is, that little narrow ribbon. And then we have the embellishments, self-adhesive embellishments from the kit. Okay, so again, these are using both. Now this one's one of my favorites. Look at that. Hi, Shar. Okay, so Make-A-Wish. Now the Wish is from the Broadway bound suite, which, let me bring that in for a second. This is the set, and then it's got matching framelits. Okay, so let me just open these for a minute. So the only one I used so far was the Wish, but these coordinate, of course, with the stamp set. I used the Wish framelit, and then you see that you got the party hat, you got a little wand. I haven't used them all, so I'm not even sure here. This is the, where is it? This little guy. The sign. So this is the embellishment from the kit, but you can get this from the framelits. Okay? So I use this. I'm going to be using this a lot, okay, on this framelit. So with that framelit, let me stick it back in there before I lose it. I did the Make-A-Wish in black and gold. And again, let me show you how I did the inside, because it's a black base. I just left white. This is probably going to be something like, you know, for somebody over 30, 40, or 50. You know, and what I would probably put in the inside of this, because it says Make-A-Wish, I would put you're never too old to make, and then put wish in there again. Okay, but since I'm not real sure, I just left it blank. Okay, so that's my other alternative card, or not alternative, but mix and match card. Again, the Broadway bound suite is on 68 and 69 to the My Paper Pumpkin. Okay, now let me bring in the sets again. Okay, so this is the Broadway bound suite, and I showed you the framelits that go to it. So this is on page 69, and again, stampersdelight.com to contact me if you need a demonstrator to order this. Here's the designer series paper. If you need a catalog, you don't have a catalog or a demonstrator, contact me, I'll get you out one. Let me show you what I did. Inside, yes, these are stained red. Unfortunately, polymer stamps do stain red. I don't care, because sometimes it helps me see them better. This is the little stamp set that went with the My Paper Pumpkin. So since they coordinate, once I'm done doing the My Paper Pumpkin out of the box, I'm not going to leave it in the box. If it's a coordinating set, I put it in with the big set so I know where it is. Just a little tip. Which brings me into, I love doing these videos. I love chatting with you ladies. It's so much fun, and you've been great. So watch for more videos. Starting hopefully next week, I'll be doing this and that, tips and tricks, either Tuesday or Thursday, depending on when I have free. So I will give you a heads up on that, and I'll be calling it tips and this and that, tips and tricks Tuesday, this and that, tips and tricks on Thursday. Okay, so just watch for that. Hopefully I'm going to try to do that next Tuesday, but I'll give you at least a couple hours notice on Facebook, okay? Deciding on what works best on my schedule. Okay, so let's get to some stamping. So let me show you another set that nobody mentioned, but it goes great with this whole kit and caboodle. See, this is the designer series paper that goes with the Broadway bound. And guess what it goes with? Our host set. Hand delivered. Look at those balloons. Right? Am I right? It goes great. Now the host set, okay, you can't buy, but you can get it one of three ways. You can have an online party as a host and get this as part of your host benefits. You can have an in-home party, which I would come and do. You can invite your friends here to my stamp studio and do an in-home party. Or if you have a qualifying order of your own, you can get this set free. Well, with your hostess points. Okay? So let me show you the card first and show you how great that coordinates. All right? See the balloons in the back? Now this one I did do the inside. Don't forget to leave your comments. Tell me where you're from. Okay, you ready? Here's the inside. So I coordinated everything, all three of these, to go together. So you got the Broadway bound DSP, you've got the hand-delivered stamp set, you got our ribbon, of course, lovely lipstick. This is from My Paper Pumpkin, the Congrats. And then when you open it up, this is the inside saying is from Broadway Birthday, from the Broadway bound. And then this is a self-adhesive sticker from the My Paper Pumpkin. All three of them. Go together? Yes. Okay, so let's get some stamping done here. All right, so what I did, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my lovely lipstick. Hopefully you can see that. And I'm going to fold that. Now remember, the one tips and tricks I showed you last week is if you're not going to use your paper cutter to score this, start in the middle, push out, and then push down to get a better edge here, okay? I used, Sandy, I'm going to show you that. I used the blends, the Stampin' Up! Blends, even though they are orderable now, with the exception of the new colors are not orderable, but I got a lovely lipstick at On Stage, so I am going to be doing that. Okay, so I'm going to put that aside for a second. Now, I've already pre-cut everything, so let's do this first. What I usually do for the ribbon is I just throw a little snail on the back here and just wrap that around. Wrap it around. I just want some, there we go. All right, and then I'm going to snip it. And then I'm going to do a second row. I don't know, I just thought maybe that would look better this time. Sometimes I usually just put one, and I was like, let's put 2 rows of ribbon. Okay, so I have that. And I'm going to go ahead and snail this down. I don't usually use a lot of snail, but in the summer I do because of humidity. I find that it's better to use a lot of snail, keep your card together. Okay, this is going to actually be opposite. I'm going to take it off. No, actually, maybe not. Let's do it opposite. No, it's not going to work that way. Sorry. Let me do this again. Told you it's early in the morning. I want these on this side. Okay, let's put the ribbon back down. And what I'm doing is actually just putting that little snail on the back of that first, if you saw me, just to keep the ribbon in place. Ooh, this snail is really sticky this morning. Okay, there we go. And I'm just gonna lay that down on my cardstock. Give it a good push. Make sure it's on there. Good. Okay. Then I'm gonna bring in my piece of white cardstock, which I already cut, and I can tell you the measurements are 3 by 4 3/4. And I'm going to bring in my stamparatus for this. And the reason I'm bringing in the stamparatus is because, I don't know if you can see it, but in the stamp set, you got to line up. There's the balloons, and there's the top of her blouse, and there's her skirt, and then the toppings of her skirt. Okay, so it's easier to use the stamparatus for this. Now, I've already got this set up from the last time I did it, but I'm going to show you what I did. Okay, so the nice thing is you've got 2 of these acrylic plates, and you can change them as you need them. Okay, as you can see, another little tip and trick. I got some glitter, of course, masking tape on my magnets. And this is what happens if your magnets stick together and you try to pull them apart. They actually break. So be careful with that, okay? All right, so I'm going to place this in here. And I'm going to put one magnet here and one right about here if I need it. And then let me just see where this is. So let's move him out of the way so I can show you what I'm doing. Okay, so the first thing I want to line up, of course, is the balloons. And that might need to come down just a tad because it's up too far. The best way I found to do this is, you know, you're going to lay it down like that. Your stamp like that. And then just, it's going to, polymer is very sticky, so it's going to pull up. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to use my Memento. Rub that all over. Let's just set it here for a second. Press it down. Now if I don't get a good image, I can go right back on. Oh yes, I do need another sip of coffee. Pull that up. But that's perfect. Okay, and I don't want to move it too much, but I will show you. Okay. Now, what I got to do is put her body, just flip that around, and I can use this side of the plate. There's her arms and her top of her body, so I want to line her dress or skirt right up there. And you can see this paper that I cut is just the right size. Okay, so I'm going to flip this back down, press, pull it up gently, ink that up, press it down. I could take this piece off, but if I want to make another one, it's on there. And there we go. Hi Maureen, how are you? Hi Robin, hi Janet. Can you see that? It matched up perfect. That's the Stamparatus, and that you can order that now. It's a great tool. No more mistakes. And then I'm going to take, I'm just going to take the lines in her skirt, the creases. There's also a flowered one. And you can use the cake. She could be holding the cake instead of the balloons. She could be holding the sign. So again, this is a great host set. And it matches great with this, My Paper Pumpkin and the Broadway Suite with the balloons on the Designer Series paper. So let me just bring this in. You can see it's red because I used it with the lovely lipstick. And like I said, you are going to get some staining with your red. Okay, so this plate goes this way. And for this one, I'm going to use the lovely lipstick. Now remember, My Paper Pumpkin comes with the smaller one, but I'm using my larger one. I'm going to show you a little tip here too. Okay, bring that in. Don't worry about the ink on there, but if it really bothers you, before you press, because you're afraid that you're going to get it on your card, which you're not, you can just use your chamois. And you can use your chamois when you're done to clean the plates off. Press that down. And now I have the creases in my skirt. Okay, so let me bring this, take this out. I'm not going to clean it right now because we have to get this going so we can all get to work if we're working. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my blends. And real quick, I'm just going to do some coloring. Okay, so with the blends, I have the dark and the light daffodil. And what I did, you can use either side. I'm going to use the bigger side, larger side right now. And I'm shading a lot of the balloon here. And I'm just going to go ahead and do a bunch of yellow. Well, that's good enough for the yellows. Okay, and then I'm going to bring it in with my, make sure I'm in coloring and where you can see me. I just went back in with the light over the dark to drag some of the dark in with the light, just to blend it. And you have a smaller side which you can use too. I'm not even sure what time it is. Okay, so we have that. Okay, then let's see, make sure I got these together here. This is Pool Party and Pool Party. Okay, so let's do a little more here. A little dark there, a little dark. This is the Pool Party. Now these you can order, the blends. The new colors are not out yet. They should be here and ready to order the end of June. So if you want to get the blends, you can. The new colors that they have coming out will be coming soon, and just watch for my email or on my blog for when that's available. Stampersdelight.com. If you want to join my awesome team, also go to Stampersdelight.com. I have a great team. We have a lot of fun when we get together. A lot of the girls from my team also come to my classes. I have a class on Monday night this week, and I have 2 coming up in July. So my next class, because Monday's full already, my next class is July 9th. And then I have July, I'm trying to think, July 24th, I think it is my Christmas in July class. So if you'd like more information on my classes, just let me know. I have 1 or 2 of them here a month. Okay, what other? Oh, the lovely lipstick, how could I forget? Okay, I only have, because I got this free at On Stage, I only have the light. So I'm just gonna go in and color the rest of the balloons, for time's sake, with the lovely lipstick. I can't wait till I get the dark color. I know it's like watching a pot boil, right? Give her some little pink shoes. And then maybe a little blue blouse. So I'm just using that color there. Okay, so she's done. Okay, now to round out the edges, we have our triple punch. Okay. Oh, thank you, Kathleen. I don't want to be late for work. I mean, I work from home, but still. Okay, so the triple punch is great because it's got a corner rounder on there. And you just bring it in and get your little corner in there and punch that. Okay, now I'm going to punch it on upside down here so you can see it. Hopefully I don't mess it up. And you round out the corners. And if you wanted a flower, you could have a flower. And that little doodad there is great for holding ribbon in place. And that's for a future video. Okay, so let's just get over here and do the next one. Kind of hard when you're trying to do it upside down, or however this, upside down, yeah. Okay, so we're just going to do the corners. There we go. So now I rounded out the edges. It just gives it a little smoother edge. I'm going to go ahead and snail that down. And don't worry about it. The blends do, because they're alcohol based, they do go through your cardstock. I'm pushing this all the way over because I want to put my little sentiment in there. And I should have my little piece here somewhere. Where are you? Oh, he's not there. Okay, no worries. I have a little piece for the congratulations. And since I can't find it, again, I always tell everybody, I save all these. These are my strips that I cut off the edges of my, when I'm cutting cardstock. And I keep them because they're all different sizes and they're great for when you want to stamp a sentiment. Okay. So this is congrats. Now this one is from the My Paper Pumpkin. I'm going to bring this back in. This is the lovely lipstick. And yes, I should be using the matte for stamping because it's a clear stamp, but... Oh, here he is. He's under my paper. If you want to get a better image with the clear stamps, and I have one over on my table, and I use the grid paper. I keep that over it so it doesn't get all messy, but since I don't have my grid paper, this one is a new one, a newer one. But anyway, what I'm saying is it gives it a better image when you apply the pressure on this, okay? If you can see, what I tell the girls at the class, if you can see through the stamp, you want to use the paper piercing mat, okay, as a base because it gives it that extra cushion that it needs. All right, so there's that stamp. Now here's something else that I did. on the finished product. I went and took this self-adhesive banner for the My Paper Pumpkin, and I used it as a background. I didn't need the whole piece. I can use that for another card, but what I did was I just snipped that. You can use your paper cutter if you want to get it perfect. Okay, so that's a little too long. No worries, I can trim it a little bit more. I want it real close to that. Okay, and then what I did, normally I would use my paper trimmer, but I'm not going to go over there and do that. I can do this freehand. Okay, I'm going to put it right here so it has a little bit of a background. And then I'm just going to go ahead and freehand this, which I normally wouldn't do. I would use my paper, Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer. But for time's sake, I'm just going to cut it. And then I'm going to snip that. So see that it has a little background on it. Maureen says maybe. Okay, so that fits right there. And the great thing is, this is adhesive. And again, this is from the My Paper Pumpkin. And I'm just going to set that right here. You know, bring that ribbon out. There we go. So there's the front of my card. Okay, now we're going to switch this out. And here's how I line up my stamps when I'm going to use the blocks. If I'm not using the Stamparatus, I use my grid paper. Use your grid paper for everything, because you can, if you're like me and you're looking down, a lot of times I put sayings and stuff on crooked. Sometimes I still do. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in my inside of what I want it to say. And I'm going to bring back in the lovely lipstick. And it says, congrats, you deserve it, is the inside. Okay. The thing I like about, I mean, this could be for a birthday still, and you can throw in happy birthday later on by putting congrats, you deserve it. It might be for a birthday, it might be for graduation, it might be for a job promotion and more money. We can only hope, right? So that's why I kind of don't over put anything in the sentiments, because I'm not sure yet what I'm going to use it for. Now I'm going to bring in from My Paper Pumpkin the leftover. Remember, I said you get a lot of these extras. I'm going to bring in my little, I'm going to use the Granny Apple Green this time, my little balloon. And put that on there. Okay, everybody can see that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and snail that on the inside of my card. And I just stuck it down without wanting to, but no worries there. I didn't, because I'm trying to do this too fast so everybody can get to work. Not that anybody wants to go to work. Okay, there we go. So there we go. My Paper Pumpkin meets Broadway Bound meets hand delivered. Okay. And look at the blends. Aren't they gorgeous? There you go. So that's my stamping for today on Friday. If you, again, want to find out more about the My Paper Pumpkin, Stampersdelight.com, or go to my online store and order it. Use me as your demonstrator, Rose Ward. If you need a demonstrator, contact me. If you'd like to join my team, contact me. The other things that I want to remind you, that I'm giving a $25 gift certificate away to the number 100 person that subscribes to my YouTube channel. What I thought about that, though, is if you've already subscribed, you can't be in the drawing. So I'm going to do 2 of them. Start leaving comments there if you've already subscribed. And the day I hit 100 subscribers, the 100th person will win a $25 gift certificate. And anybody that left a comment from today till that person, the number 100 person gets it, will be also in a drawing for $25. So there's 2 $25 gift certificates going on. But you have to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you have to leave a comment on YouTube. As far as Facebook, okay, leave me comments and share my videos so you can get in on those drawings. Again, let me bring in some of the cards that I've done. that I showed earlier for the people that missed it. And then I'm going to pull the drawing for the chamois from Sunday's comments. Oh, thank you, Win Ann. Yeah, it was so easy to coordinate all three of these because they go together great. As a matter of fact, there's so many more ideas I would have done, but we don't have all day. Maybe one of these days we will, right? Hey, that's an idea. Facebook all day online party. We could take breaks. Oh, I'm not going to go any further with that because I think I just came up with a good idea. What do we look under for the... Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you, Janet. Stampersdelight is... Go under YouTube and type in Stampersdelight, all one word. Because if you break it up, you're going to find a lot of other things under Stampersdelight. Stampersdelight, all one word. Okay, and here's the last one. Okay, so here's the list of people that left comments. See? I'm not going to read all your names, but trust me, I got them all. And I'm going to do the drawing for the Simply Chamois. Now, in case you missed it earlier, this is what I'm giving away today, but I'm giving it away on Sunday from all the comments today. A brand new June My Paper Pumpkin. See? So everything I just showed you, well, the My Paper Pumpkin, there's the brand new kit. You get the stamps, you get the kit, you get the little spot. Oh, you're welcome, Janet. Thank you. Share my video, leave me a comment, and you'll be in this drawing for Sunday, Stampin' Sunday, 7 p.m., and I'm going to be giving this away, okay? It's a great little kit. You're going to love it. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Okay, so let's see who's going to get the Simply Chamois. Drum roll, please. Ready? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Number 3. Sandy Price. Sandy Price. If you're still... Hi, Jen. Sandy Price, are you still on? Are you on the same time? I'm always on, Janet. I'm always here Friday morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also Stampin' Sundays are 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay? So, Sandy, oh, Sandy, you're on. Great. You won the Simply Chamois. Yay! So, Sandy, just private message me and send me your address, and I'll get that out to you this weekend, okay? Congrats on your win. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate all your comments, your feedback. I love you girls. And guys, I have a couple guys on there too, so... Thank you very much. Don't forget to leave your comments. Have a great weekend, a great day. Happy stamping, everybody. Bye.